got a fun Tales of a Car Guy for you guys, right? So when I say fun, you'll find out what it is. So back when I worked for the airline, the airline sat on just a massive amount of land. I mean, it was a maintenance facility, right? And it was just on a massive piece of property, and it was expansive, right? It was just all over, right? So you'd get around in a couple ways. Like, they had these little motorized carts. Most places didn't have those. That's just it. Obviously, you'd walk, if you had to. You'd walk, but you didn't want to do that either. So what most people did, these were actually bought by the airline, is they had bicycles, right? And the airline bought the bicycles that could get you from one side of the facility to the other pretty quick. But the problem is they didn't buy enough of them, so there was always a real big shortage of bikes. So we would go out in these little crews, and I was in a paint and fiberglass shop. So what we would do is we would go out in these little search crews, and we'd go and everybody stole bikes from everybody. You'd leave one night and you'd have 4 bikes. You come back the next day, you'd have 1. And that's just what happened. So, but you had all these little crews that would go out and would do nothing but steal bikes. And we had the best one, because we would go out, not only steal your bike, but we would have a crew ready to repaint it by the time it got back. So you had a yellow bike, not anymore, it's blue now. But we would paint it, we would stencil our numbers on it, because each shop had a number, and we would label it as ours, whatever. I want to say we had more bikes than about anybody, because nobody could go, that's our bike. You couldn't tell, because we stole it and we rebranded it. So like I said, we weren't actually stealing anything from anybody. They're all still owned by the company. It was just reallocating them to our shop. But it was fun to go out there, and it felt like you were doing something wrong, which you really, it wasn't really wrong. But it was fun to go out there, and you sneak up on the bike and take it. Somebody was there, it was even more fun. But we would go through, and like I said, we lost as many as we took. And it always seemed like they'd find their way back home. But yeah, it was a really fun little caper that we would do to actually run around stealing bikes. So like I said, not directly car, not directly aviation, but directly how that worked out there. But Tales of a Car Guy, you guys have a good day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.